The takeaway that I got from the training was that as we come into public spaces amongst everybody, we come away knowing that everybody isn't the same. But the only way to actually get through those and navigate through those spaces is you've got to have a conversation after the culture bump. And so I think one of the biggest takeaways that I took from this is having the hard conversations so that we can make it easier to live together. I think just getting over those thoughts, and it's really simple. Let's have a conversation, even if the conversation is a difficult one.
I liked the training because it was engaging. It was really interactive. We got to meet with other people in the district that I don't get to see very often, so that was really nice. It was also, I felt like I have been through a lot of experiences in my life, being a Yankee and being in the military. I've been all over and I've seen all sorts of things, so it was eye-opening to my experiences, but it was also really cool to see different perspectives from different people. There's just more to learn about culture bumps and about different cultures and different people. And so I'm really excited to share what I've learned.
There were so many things about Culture Bump that stood out to me. The first thing, I love being around my peers. So that was great. We had this amazing learning opportunity. And the great folks from Culture Bump came down and they actually gave me a couple of tools that I can't say that I hadn't experienced, but to put a name to those things, that it was great for me. And they introduced me to a lot of new terminology. Well, the first thing I hope my colleagues learn is the best way for them to open up and bring their students in where they can teach these life lessons and keep them from getting offended by things that are honestly innocent mistakes. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us.
So Culture Bump really spoke to me because it made me focus on my perspective of things, and it honestly made me change my way of viewing perspectives as far as other people's perspectives, my perspective when you're looking at a situation. So my walk away was, everybody doesn't think like I think. Everybody, we're not all the same. My hope is that we can all just become more open to understanding other people, become more open about learning how other people think and respecting their values. And it's all about respect.
I think I realized with Culture Bump training that a culture can mean anything. I knew that already, but you could have a culture bump with someone of a different race. You could have a culture bump of someone from a different socioeconomic background. You could have a culture bump with someone from another family dynamic. And so it's just whenever your expectations don't meet someone else's expectations. So I think this is important for our elementary age students to understand each other's backgrounds, that even though we might look the same on the outside, what we experience through life is way different from each other. And so just teaching students how to recognize those culture bumps and how to deal with the culture bumps, not just to ignore those culture bumps, but to deal with it and to grow as people by talking about our different experiences and expectations.